Okay guys, here we go with a comparison between the new Alien Warrior from Aliens by Hot Toys and the original Alien from the first movie, designed by H.R. Giger, and this is also by Hot Toys. They're both 1/6 scale. The Big Chap came out a few years back. Apparently Hot Toys are probably doing a 2.0, a new version of this with a new paint scheme. They're probably going to use the same bodysuit that they've used for this one, which would be nice because this one has... technically it has deteriorated, because when I touch this now, this suit, when I first got it, it's still got a bit of shine on it, a bit of the gloss, but it is wearing away, and there is a rougher feel to this now over time. I remember how this felt when I first got it, and it has lost something over time. It has kind of just become a bit rougher feeling. Like, I don't know, if I was to really zoom in, you can see on that elbow, or the inner elbow, it seems okay. Maybe that's just the paint, but over time it definitely has lost its kind of new feel. Whereas I think the Alien Warrior, the new one, this will remain feeling the way it does. I mean, you'll only really understand if you actually get this in hand, the new Alien Warrior, and actually feel this suit. I just think, you know, it's going to keep this look. It will remain sort of shiny and new looking, whereas the very rubbery feel of the Big Chap, definitely over time it's just going to lose its sheen, you know. Now let's have a look at the rib cage. 6 ribs, I think. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 on this one as well. The midsection, that's how that looks. Pretty much identical, almost, but not quite. For instance, got one tube coming down here. This one has one plus this one, so it's not identical, which is good to know. At least I think it's not. The hands are obviously different. The legs around here both seem to have the same design. The feet are different. Obviously, the Big Chap had different feet anyway. Now, the Hot Toys hands for the Big Chap I've never really liked, because in the movie I know what they look like. The fingers didn't seem as long as this. You kind of had that kind of weird, kind of webbed fingered kind of fingers. Didn't seem that much longer than a human's to me. The NECA one up there, you see what I mean? That's pretty damn accurate by NECA. But the Hot Toys hands, maybe it's just the position they've got the fingers in, the way they're kind of curved and bent like that. They are nice sculpts. I just think they're not the most accurate Alien sort of Big Chap hands. Something that was interesting with the releases by Hot Toys and NECA for the Big Chap Alien from the original movie was some of the early editions of this particular figure came with a misty dome, which is movie accurate, because on the film set the dome would sort of mist up, or get condensation on the inside of it. For whatever reason, it would create this kind of misty effect, so that you could still see the skull inside. Like on this one, if I just turn the head down a bit and zoom in, you can still see it in there. And under different kind of lighting conditions, like if there's a light directly right above it shining in, you can see the skull, you can see that design in there. But my buddy Nick, to mention Nick again, also another big Alien collector like myself, he's got a cool collection. He's got like Kane by Hot Toys and other stuff that I've missed out on. But his Big Chap has a clear dome, like completely clear. I think on his one the front is a bit more blacked out like mine is there, and at the back, but mostly this section is pretty much clear. So Hot Toys did either do 2 versions, or they changed their mind at a certain point in production and thought, okay, let's make the rest of them clear. So which version do you have? I'm always curious about that, to know how many Misty Dome Alien Big Chaps are out there by Hot Toys. NECA have done a similar thing as well, but they've taken it a step further as well. They've done 2 versions with the lips down over the teeth, and like my one there with the lips pulled back, revealing the teeth. And their dome is rather misty. So I like that. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. That's an interesting sort of thing about these particular Big Chap figures. I always thought it was interesting how in the first movie, Kane is the host for the original Alien, and when the Alien comes out, it has this dome. And in Aliens, I know it was because James Cameron just thought it was too much hassle and he just ripped it off and decided to go with the more battle-ready kind of drone Alien design. But I always kind of like the dome because I imagined it as in the alien sort of takes on certain looks from its host, and I thought this dome was kind of taken from the fact that Kane was wearing that helmet with the dome on it that the facehugger burnt its way through to get to his face. As unlikely and implausible or whatever as that may sound, it just kind of was a cool kind of creepy thing for me. That's kind of why I imagined it always had the dome. I mean, it's a tough one to call. Which one looks better? I like the dome and the human skull kind of showing inside. I think that's really creepy. But I do also like this kind of skeleton on the outside, almost bulletproof. Well, they're certainly not bulletproof. We saw that in the movie. But they just look really hard and ready for battle. Whereas this one is just like something out of pure nightmare. It's just the devil. Blech. Pieces are almost identical. The paint job on the new base for the Alien Warrior is more vibrant and just more of a blue sort of vibrant color to it. It's got an Alien Warrior nameplate on there, and it does have a crotch grabber base that's, you know, attached to it to keep your figure standing up so that it won't fall over, which is awesome. Because the Big Chap did not have a crotch grabber attached to the base, it's literally just the base itself. This is a stand that I had to get on eBay. Originally that stand is being used for a 1/4 scale figure. I'm just using it for the Big Chap now so that he doesn't fall over. As mentioned in a previous video, so yeah, really good idea for Hot Toys to start making proper stands that can hold the aliens up, because that's the first time they've done that with this. So yeah, this paint job not as vibrant as the new one, and it doesn't have a nameplate to say Big Chap or anything like that. It still has all the same acid burns, as you can see, but the acid burns on the new one, see how they've added a little bit of green there, just to let you know that it definitely is acid. That's a nice touch. The Big Chap came with, as all Hot Toys releases should come with, a backdrop to display behind your figure and to use for photography. I just think it's cheap to do, so why can't Hot Toys just include one of these with every figure, not just 1 in 20 figures? Because that seems to be the thing. It's just a rare thing now. Every now and then they surprise you and give you a backdrop. I think it's been a while, unless someone can jog my memory. I can't remember the last figure that came with something like this, but it just sets the piece off a treat. It really gives it an atmosphere and reminds everyone, just puts them in mind of the film, brings back memories. I love that. I think it's great. I think all figures should come with them. They also gave you a nice little cardboard base here, which over time does kind of bend a bit. I could go, you know, you can fix that in various ways. I just need to get on the case with that. But the base that you've seen already just rests on top of this, and then the backdrop goes behind that, and it looks awesome on display. Really, really awesome. The Alien Warrior didn't come with anything like this, unfortunately, just the crotch grabber and the base. Just give you a little view of them with their boxes behind them. Both really nice designs on the packaging. Captures the character slash creature very well. The Big Chap slipcase has that kind of misty effect on it, like his dome. Just trying to... yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that one-handed. But the Big Chap alien is written on the slipcase, and the actual image is underneath. And it carries on the same as the Alien Warrior box does. You get the kind of design that carries on around the box. You get your credits on the back, various warnings, stuff like that. Yeah, very simple box, classy, I like it. Giga would be proud, I'm sure. So there's a nice little view of them with their boxes. As far as lifting the arms from the sides, they're both pretty much equal. That's as much as they'll lift up in that direction. There's some arm movement for you, and you can see the Big Chap actually has a much better elbow joint for movement there. It's almost like a double bend elbow. You can get it really nice and tight to the arm. This one, that's about your limit there. Just to show you, they can both reach up like that. The Big Chap definitely has a better elbow joint. Or actually, it's probably not the case. It's more the fact that this suit is way more rubbery and just probably allows for a little bit more movement. But you see those kind of 3 points there, that being the final point. It stays up there nice, even after all these years. It's not a ratchet joint, but it has that effect when you're kind of moving it. And this one, really not so great, probably because of the new design suit that he's wearing. Now the big chap can actually lift his leg up quite nicely, and there is a pretty nifty knee bend in there as well. I mean, look, all the way, it just, the rubber suit won't let you do that. Whoops, this is going to be tricky. He wants to go over now, but just to let you know, the leg articulation on the big chap is pretty damn good. It's just the suit won't let you hold it in any kind of position like that, but he can technically do it. Whereas the Alien Warrior, watch the comparison video between the two Alien Warriors and you will see it just won't happen. There's no point in me trying that. Now it's very roughly done, but I'm just trying to show you some kind of stalking through the corridors of a ship, kind of the alien just walking around and kind of mid-turn like he spotted someone. As you can see, the big chap from the first film, pretty damn capable. Nice knee bend, even though he is an old figure now. I've had him a good few years. And I've, if you check the channel out, I've done a lot of showcase videos with this guy, all kinds of poses. So he has taken a bit of a beating from me over the years. Tried to pull off pretty much the same thing with this one, and that's the most I can get out of him. If I spent more time with it and really worked with it, maybe I could do a little bit more, but trust me, it is pretty limited. But it is a gorgeous looking piece, so it's a kind of trade-off, I think. Alright guys, well I hope that was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I forgot to mention here that you would like to know. I'll see if I can answer that for you in a future video. I've still got to do a showcase video on the Alien Warrior, get all the backgrounds and try and get some poses out of him. Make him look nice and cool. It's not going to be hard because it is a very cool looking piece. And then the review, full on review. I always leave the review till last because by the time I've done all these videos, and especially by the time I've done the showcase video of all the posing and stuff like that, I've learnt everything I need to know so that I can be well informed and give you any warnings about things you're going to need to look out for in handling this beast. Alright, so as I say, like, comment, subscribe, get involved, let me know what you want to see. Got the NECA 1/4 scale Batman Begins on the way, looking forward to that. See if we can get one of the Interbay Batman heads on that thing. Might not even need to because it does look pretty sick the way it is, you know. I think NECA did a fantastic job, but I still haven't seen an in-hand photo of that thing, so I'm waiting for that. The beast is up there. He's not amused. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye bye.